evening, everyone, or good afternoon, whatever your time zone is. Welcome to Dr. Dees Weekly Sunrider Call. This is Marlene Oliver, and along with Marlene Stopfer Crabtree, and Jeannie Lerner, we will be hosting and sharing tonight some of our favorite available Sunrider products that support us during the holiday season, especially in regard to digestion, overeating, and holiday stress. Can anyone relate to any of those topics tonight? Everyone say, me. So I just want to remind everyone, that this is an informal, interactive call. So we love when you share your experiences. And before we begin, just want to remind everyone, like we do, take a few seconds just to make sure that you mute your phone. If you don't have a mute button, just click *6 and then unmute it when you would like to share. So we know this really does help us with any background noise so we can hear everyone speak clearer, and also for the recording that Mac is always so gracious to do for us. So, of course, we are happy to be here this evening, and I want to just start off by asking everybody, how are you all doing? Anyone? Great. How are we doing? We're doing good? Yep. Good. Doing good. Glad to hear. So I think we are going to be sharing some really good products this evening that really can help everyone. But before I start, I just like to share that, and I know I've shared this before, how appreciative I am that Sunrider takes a holistic approach towards health and well-being. And what does that actually look like? Holistic medicine really, it looks at the whole person for answers. So it's not just looking at a physical symptom and tries to treat someone with something that they want to help them so they don't feel sick, but it's treating the whole body, mind, and spirit. And it looks at us as one. And I love that approach. And holistic nutrition is all about eating healthy, of course, and staying as close to the natural state as possible for optimal health and well-being. And, Sunrider, I love what they say about their food. They are a variety of whole foods. And Sunrider states that your body is designed to be nourished by a wide variety of whole foods, not chemicals. There is no perfect food or ingredient, and too much or too little of any can unbalance your body. So with optimal health, it requires a vital meaning live, variety of foods and nutrients, and you can find them in Sunrider products. So Sunrider products, the other thing I love about it is that it maximizes our body's absorption of concentrated nutrients from whole foods by preserving the integrity of with their proprietary extraction and concentration process. That's what Sunrider does for us. I know we've all heard that you can go to any store and start, eating a bunch of vitamins and so forth, but if your body doesn't actually absorb them, then it really is just, it's kind of a waste of your money and a waste of your time when you think you're getting something good and you think you're being proactive, because holistic living is all about being proactive and about observing ourselves and creating a lifestyle that nourishes, again, our whole body, mind, and spirit. And when I first heard about Sunrider, which I've shared with you many times, of course, it's one of those things that you can remember when someone shared it with you. It was almost like it was yesterday, and you can remember almost the whole scene. And for me, it was when Dr. Dees, Karen, my cousin, we were talking at a family event, and she started to talk about this new company that she was learning about, and about the philosophy of regeneration. And I just sat there listening, just kind of taking it all in because I'd never heard of anything like that. And it really is what really got me interested in wanting to use those Sunrider products, just in how, when our bodies are nourished with a proper combination of concentrated whole foods, the body has the ability to obtain optimal health and balance as it renews, rebuilds, and regenerates. And I remember thinking, wow, does my body really have that kind of ability to be able to repair itself? And just, what we do to take care of ourselves and how we feed it can help the body do that. And learning more about how the body is such a miracle, and that I just feel we are so, so fortunate that we were able to find a product line that supports that. So Sunrider, we have been using this product, my husband Richard and I, for about 30 years, and we were so loyal to it because I've talked to many people and we say, yes, we might be missing a couple of products right now, but we're so loyal because we know what it has done for us, and we're so excited about the future and all of our most beloved products coming back so that we can use those. But I also feel that there are products that Sunrider has right now that can really support our health. And I know we learned some of those last week from Dr. Dees, and I hope all of you ordered those products and are using them. One of them was Sunny Day this morning earlier, and I said we're using those right now as we speak. And but this week I thought, well, Halloween, okay, there was a lot of candy, and now we've got all the other holidays coming up. We have Thanksgiving and then Christmas, and there's a lot of food involved. And there's also joy, but there's also can be that holiday stress that can, upset our tummies, or maybe we're overeating and put on a couple of extra pounds. And so I was talking with our friends today and saying, gee, which products would be helpful for us to share tonight? So I'm going to start with Melina, and she's going to share one of our favorite products that I know helps me, and I know must help a lot of other people. So Melina, why don't you start?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me on tonight, and I'm going to share about Assimilate, one of my favorite products. I'm so glad it's available. Can you hear me all right? Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, great. Oh, great.
So Assimilate, we just got more of it, and we haven't had it for a while. And I've noticed that we aren't overeating because we're actually absorbing the food, so we don't need to have more and more and more to feel satisfied. And that's something I noticed that I hadn't noticed before. I didn't have that before. So Assimilate is great for breaking down the food, helps absorption, helps indigestion, and you can take it 3 times a day if you want, or you can open it up and put it in tea, and it makes a nice digestive tea before bed or in the morning, and it really helps the sinuses as well. So the stomach, is kind of like our first brain, and as the third brain, we carry our emotions there. So peace of mind, we always say, starts in the stomach, and that's why I love Assimilate. It has herbs that help the digestion, and as I talked about, the nutrient absorption and the immunity, as most of our immune system is in our gut. It also has the really good herb Hana ginseng root, and that helps for physical stamina, overall well-being, concentration. And it also has mandarin orange peel, and that is really good for digestion and help any issues with the stomach. And also it has fennel seeds, and you've probably heard that fennel tea is good. So putting this in water helps to have it before a big meal, I tend to not have that third helping because of actually digestive and self-full. And without it, I just keep eating. So that's a nice benefit to it. So super concentrated and great antioxidant support and helps us with that digestive balance. Thank you.
Oh, Melina, thank you. I love what you're sharing, and I remember before we were able to get that in, again, I know that my stomach missed that. It's something we talk about, and I love what you said about prevention too, not just when we have an upset stomach, even though we know how much that helps us. But that's the thing about Sunrider, is looking at it as preventative, and it helps us to absorb. And I love just, if anyone wants to learn a little more too, just take a look at the fact sheet that Sunrider provides for us. Melina mentioned some of those ingredients in there, and I just love the way it says that it lubricates the intestinal tract, and that can alleviate digestion-related ailments like heartburn or upset stomach. So if anyone who's eating too much, or maybe the stress that feeling some heartburn, upset stomach, this is a fantastic product. So does anyone else want to share anything about Assimilate, or how you use it, or what it's done for you? Or any questions for Melina?
Yes, I do.
To unmute. Yes, go ahead.
I love Assimilate as well. And for me, it has helped my stomach tremendously, especially when I have excess acid, which I do have in my system. And I take it after a meal, and that's when my stomach really feels better. So I love it, and I'm just ecstatic that it's back in stock now.
Yes. That's fantastic, Jeannie. Thank you. Anyone else?
Hello?
I'm sure. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, it's Richard. I take literally everything, as everybody knows, but the Assimilate, and this was Marlene's idea or suggestion or recommendation for me, is if I'm having stomach issues, just to open up like 4 or 5 capsules and put it either in my cali or just in, warm water itself, and just make tea out of it. So, and I find it very effective, very fast. Many years ago, I had food poisoning, and I started drinking that, and amazingly, my stomach it just got through the process so much faster than if I just waited, and I didn't want to take something like Pepto-Bismol or something that was going to mask and hide and cover up what was going on. I wanted something that would feed my body so my body can do what it wanted to do, which was basically get rid of whatever was upsetting it. So I like it in the tea. So that's the way I use it.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? And again, this is something like we say that we use when we, for helping with the symptoms, but it's very effective if you open up a couple capsules or just take them in the capsule before your meal. And that helps, as I know a lot of people might take a digestive enzyme. Those are very popular, but if you do that with the Assimilate, you will get a similar effect. Anyone else have any other questions? I think this is an amazing product all year, but especially during the holidays when, again, we tend to maybe not eat everything that likes our stomachs, although we might overeat a little bit. So this is great timing to be able to purchase those Assimilate bottles, which we know also is within the quinary, but to have this as an extra go-to product on our shelves, I think would really benefit everyone. Okay, so then I think we'll move on to another product, and if anyone has anything they want to add, even if we passed a product, you can just jump on and share your experience, because it does help everyone else. So we're going to move on now to Maureen, and she's going to share one of her favorite products, as well as all of us.
Thanks, Marlene. Happy 1st of November, everybody. And this is also National Cinnamon Day. So tonight I'm going to talk about Fortune Delight, particularly the cinnamon Fortune Delight, which is absolutely delicious hot. I know a lot of us are familiar with using it cold, but it's really delicious and really fragrant. The aroma smells so good with that cinnamon. And Fortune Delight, with that special process and concentration, it keeps the polyphenols very potent, even when water is added to it, that it's the naturally flavored powder. So lots of good things happening with what Fortune Delight can do. It cleanses the body, powerful antioxidants, including the polyphenols, bioflavonoids, and the T catechins. That's what grabs the free radicals. Truly refreshing, no added chemicals or stimulants, and it makes a healthy alternative to things like coffee or soda, juices, sports drinks. I'm sure we would appreciate it, and the children will appreciate it after all the candy last night. It really will help to flush anything out that the body doesn't need. So really good things and ingredients in the Fortune Delight. And the cinnamon is a great beverage for this time of year. You can put a cinnamon stick in it as you serve it. People enjoy that. One of the questions, if you go to the product fact sheet on Sunrider's website, there's a place there that is FAQ, frequently asked questions. And one of them is, why is Fortune Delight called a super drink? The answer is most beverages are simply juices, ground up leaves, or sugary water. Thanks to our high-tech proprietary process, Fortune Delight is a highly concentrated herbal blend that cleanses, nourishes, and balances your body with vital nutrients and antioxidants. That is a lot. And another question, how does Fortune Delight compare with other beverages? With just 10 calories and 0 grams of sugar per serving, Fortune Delight is a healthy alternative to typical sports drinks that have about 130 calories and 14 grams of sugar per serving. Sodas, about 440 calories and 39 grams of sugar per serving. And energy drinks, about 125 calories and 31 grams of sugar per serving. So you can see what a nice choice this is. You simply open up a 3-gram pack at 8 ounces of hot or cold water, and it's a delicious and refreshing drink, supporting our healthy lifestyle for ideal weight management. This is really a good drink. And I just want to also talk a little bit about whether we are a customer of Sunrider, a preferred customer, an IBO. We all benefit, and Sunrider is such great support. One of the things that I've learned through the years with Sunrider is what great gifts they make. Gift-giving holiday is about 8 weeks away. So the holiday season will be here very quickly. I tell everybody, start making your gift list of people, and then your list of products that you want to give to each person. Especially if you're an IBO, you're buying from your own company. And each person you can purchase for now. You can go to the dollar store and get a mug or a beautiful porcelain cup and saucer for someone if you like. purchase that and a box, 10-pack of the Cali tea in that as a gift. There are so many good ideas, and I think I would love to receive something like that. I would just love the box of Cali Bush. Never mind the mug of porcelain cup, because that's how valuable I know Sunrider Sports and Delight is for me. So, any questions? We do have the Camellia sinensis and the chrysanthemum flower, which is the plant that protects with the antioxidants and the essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, folate, iron, and sodium potassium. So it's wonderful in the hot weather. And jasmine extract, and that flower supports the digestion, toxin removal, the metabolism, and the circulation. So lots of good ingredients in one tiny little packet, and I employ everybody to use it daily and feel the results. It's really a fabulous drink. So does anyone have any questions or comments? Or experiences with the fortune?
I've got experiences and comments on everything, so if nobody minds, I'll jump in. I love the fortune. That's my go-to beverage. I drink it all day, every day. You know, people think, well, you're an athlete and you do this, you do that, but just when I'm at school, and even if I'm sitting in a classroom all day, I still want to, number one, stay hydrated, and I still need energy. So that's my go-to drink. And like Maureen said, hot or cold. So we've had a couple of cool mornings down here, and I'm at school at 6:30. So I might make a warm cup of Cali to drink in the beginning of the day, and then I'll switch to fortune, and then I'll switch to my cold fortune for later in the afternoon throughout the day. But I love the flavor, I love the way it makes me feel, and I love the way it tastes. So regardless of what you're doing, hydration is key. And all these other sport drinks out there, regardless of the amount of sugar and everything else that they're putting into your body, they are not putting in the nutrients. So drinking Fortune Delight, you're technically getting a sport drink that's actually good for you because it's hydrating and nourishing at the same time. And that to me is like a remarkable thing, and I love it.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. And I love, all the different benefits that we say with all of the Sunrider products. So even though we're speaking tonight about digestion and energy, there's so many uses for all these products. And just wanted to remind everyone too, since we're talking about the season, that if you also drink before a meal, and Fortune Delight would be a wonderful drink before a meal, that also helps to curb your appetite. Fortune Delight also does help to flush the fat from our cells. And I've known a few people who just increased their Fortune Delight when they were trying to release some weight, and that helped tremendously. So again, this is a great beverage to drink during this season or anytime. Anyone else have anything else they'd like to share? Remember to take yourself off of mute, and then you can mute yourself again. Okay, so we're quiet out there tonight. So I think we will jump on to the next product, which Jeannie's going to share with us. So you're up.
Thanks, Marlene. I just had to take myself off of mute. And hello, everyone. Good evening. And I'm going to talk about Action Cap fit. And this is a perfect product to take, not only throughout the year, but I think even more so now, because as Marlene mentioned earlier, we are now coming up on Thanksgiving, and shortly after that will be Christmas. And for those who celebrate Hanukkah, you're going to be eating a lot. And so what I love about Action Cat Fit, and this really product helps me a lot. It keeps my weight in check. And the reason for that is because it is a fat-burning power to your metabolism. And it has, it's rich in phytonutrients. It has antioxidants, which is a rich herbal formula which helps to jumpstart your thermogenic effect in your body. And by doing that, it activates the brown fat and turns off the white fat. Whoever knew that we would have the white fat and a brown fat in our body? I mean, that's just really so unheard of. And when you take this product, you're not nervous. You don't have any jitters like you do in any of the other products that are on the market. You can sleep throughout the night, and it just works naturally with your body. And the reason, let me just explain something to you about how it helps the brown fat and your weight loss. It helps your body to stay warm. And, you know, when we're getting into cold weather now, and you really do want to stay warm inside, so it's going to help you, especially if you drink a nice hot cup of Cali or Fortune Delight, which every single one of us love. And so what it also does, it processes the brown fat, and it uses the white fat to fuel and burn energy, which are the calories, which, you know, we want to keep low, and it's used to heat the body. The Action Cat Fit is designed to support this process, and I love it. I take it I take 3 of them 3 times a day with my meals. Now, I also want to say is that with your, as I said, it activates the brown fat in your body, but it also uses the white fat to fuel and burn more energy, as I said before. So the white fat is more plentiful than the brown fat. And the white fat does help to regulate the temperature by insulating your organs. Now, I find that to really be interesting. Who would know that, right? But it does a little bit to burn calories like the brown fat does. So you're generating the white fat by consuming too many calories and expending too few calories. Typically, it's found on the body, in your buttocks, in your thighs, and that's where the fat usually collects. And we attempt to lose those when we are on a weight loss program. And so for me, the Action Cat Fat has really helped me to bring my weight down, especially when I'm doing the other Sunrider products to help me bring my weight down. And we're going to talk about that at another time. And I just love Action Cat, and I'm very grateful that it is available to us now. And it does have 3 ingredients. One of them is called lingonberry extract, which has antioxidants in there. Then there's that Garcinia fruit extract, which a lot of people try to get on the market. It has the hydroxycitric acid, also known as HCA. That compound helps to control your appetite and supports a healthy metabolism. And then there's the green tea, which has the T-canogen, so it's naturally occurring with polyphenols that may have a positive effect on both lipid and carbohydrate metabolism. Again, I'm very grateful for the Action Capsule, and when I get out and walk every single day, my weight does come down, and it helps control my weight as well. So thank you, Marlene, for having me come on and explain what Action Capsule does. And does anyone have any questions? I'll be happy to answer them.
You did an awesome job, Jeannie. Thank you so much. I'm wondering also, does anyone have any testimonies or experiences with that product as well?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, I'm just wondering too, can anyone else say hello there so we know that everyone else is still out there?
Hi, Marlene. It's Nina.
Oh, hi Nina, thank you so much. We're just wondering, it's so quiet. I think everyone is maybe had too much candy and they're just kind of, sitting quietly. Thank you.
They're all catatonic out there. No.
Well,
Why?
all they need is a Fortune Delight Action Capsule. Assimilate everything we spoke about tonight.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Some people I know they're making dinner or doing some other things, but I did want to add here at this point too that Dr. Ruben Chen also did a product focus call today, and because November is Men's Health Month, the Action Cap Fit is one of the products that he did highlight today. So if you want to go back and find that video and listen to what Dr. Chen had to say about it, but it was just so interesting how he was discussing that, especially for men, they may not always talk as readily as women do, and that the area that they seem to put on some extra fat is in the belly, and that the Action Cap Fit would be a great gift to give to any guy in your life, that would be helpful for them, is that, to help them lose some of that excess fat around the belly area. So anyone else? Okay. So I think one more product that I'd like to talk about tonight too, just as an alternative for lowering stress, because during the holidays, so we talked about overeating and digestion, and there's always a lot going on, preparing, and a lot of it is a joyful stress. And sometimes it's not. It can be a difficult time for a lot of people as well. And when we're under stress, there's lots of things that can kind of go unbalanced in our bodies. And one of the products that I love is the Korean white ginseng. And that is a product that is available, and it's been used for centuries in traditional Chinese herbal medicine. This formula nourishes the nervous system to promote calmness and a sense of well-being, combat stress, and support energy, concentration, and memory. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels, wow, this is a product that we could all use and especially during the holidays. We can get very fatigued because of how much activity and what we're focusing on to support our families or cooking. And I think this is just a fantastic product to use. And I want to just read you a little bit more about what Sunrider says about it on their fact sheet. So the benefits is it relieves stress, supports energy and mental focus, promotes a sense of well-being, nourishes the mind and the body. It's a natural formula and, of course, super concentrated. And Korean white ginseng is often referred to as an adaptogen. And what does that actually mean? So what Sunrider says is that ginseng has been used traditionally against fatigue and as a tonic for invigorating various systems of the body. Russian scientists coined the term adaptogen to describe a substance or herb that could increase the body's resistance to stress or had an invigorating action upon the user. Thus, Korean white ginseng is considered to be, along with American ginseng, an adaptogenic herb. So I thought that was pretty interesting for all of us to take a look at. It might not be something that you thought of using before in these terms. It says also that any system in harmony tends toward health, well-being, and sustainability. And a system in disharmony tends towards illness, disease, and collapse. So, of course, anything we can do that's going to help our bodies in being able to have that resistance towards stress and give us that actual invigorating energy that we need so many times, that I think this would be another fantastic product to add to our toolbox for this season. Does anyone have any questions, or have they used Korean white ginseng? I would love to hear. Jackie, what else?
I have an experience. I'm sorry I haven't been able to answer when you were asking for other people. It's just that I'm multitasking and I couldn't get to the phone fast enough. So
That's okay. You might have on mute. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry. Am I on mute? No, you're not on mute. We can hear you. You're going to go on right now. No, when I press start, that's okay. Yes, right? No worries. Yes, that's correct, husband. Yes. Okay. So whoever was just speaking, who was that again?
This is Judy, and I just wanted to share something about Korean ginseng. As normally I used to recommend it for convalescing, recovering, because it really strengthens, again, the adaptogenic qualities have been outstanding and helping other people. And but recently, with some things not available, I was so impressed with someone in my extended group who was desperate for some beauty pearls for a variety of reasons. And she looked at the ingredients and saw Korean white ginseng, and so ordered that. She also looked at other ingredients, and we figured out how to pinch hit for some things. So no one had to be, sitting on the couch waiting for UPS, because we do have things that can help balance and provide some of the things. We like our favorite products, but we look at the ingredients on the fact sheet, and then we find things to help us cope or to pinch hit, maybe less convenient, but every bit as valuable while we wait. So I was so impressed with that, and it is helping. I mean, she probably will go back to Beauty Pearl as available just because of the ease of it. One little pearl, but it is a marvelous product, and like it says on the fact sheet, it's been used for years, and it's particularly helpful in adapting. And who doesn't need to adapt
currently. That's everybody. Everybody's struggling. You know,
Yeah.
getting back to figuring out what normal is now, because it's not what it was, you know, 3 years ago. So I think it should be, everyone should put it on their list. Personally. Judy, thank you. Thank you so much. That was truly valuable, everything that you said, and I hope everyone was listening. We'll go back and listen, because I totally agree with what you're saying, is that we try to encourage each other, like you said, don't sit on the couch and wait for your favorite product, you know, to be in, because there are so many other valuable products. And I love, too, what you had just pointed out about the Korean white ginseng being part of the beauty pearl. And I bet that's an aha moment for a lot of people who've been missing their pearl. And to go and order that Korean white ginseng, because it really, really does help so much as an alternative or as in addition to. So thank you, Julie. That was fantastic. Anybody else? On any of the products that we've shared tonight, we've talked about Assimilate, Action Cap Fit, Fortune Delight, and the Korean white ginseng. You know, we tried to cover a couple of those topics that we all do deal with during the holidays. So whether it's stress or overeating or digestion, who else maybe has a testimony? Don't be shy. Come on in and share with us.
Hey, Marlene, it's Mac.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, I just not so much,
you.
not so much a testimony. I just wanted to come on and first of all, thank you guys for covering these 4 products, especially picking products that we know we have in inventory and we can actually get today. I did order my Assimilate recently and received it. Fortune Delight, of course, we've had on hand for a little while now, which is great. Jeannie did a great job on the Action Cap Fit, as well as Ruben, of course, this morning in his program. And, you know, I love that product. My daughter was asking me about it just the other day because she knew we had something that was kind of that magic bullet that could help us lose weight without exercising and stuff. And Dr. Chin, I think, really right on. I think Dr. Chin really got that one right by producing Action Cap Fit and the whole theory behind it and what it's all about. More than anything, though, I loved the presentation on Korean white ginseng that you gave. And then, of course, Judy's testimony, just to back that up. You know, being involved in the martial arts, we're always striving and looking to increase and nourish our chi, that internal life spirit or vital force, if you will, that flows through us. And I remember Karen talking about Korean white ginseng in the past. And for some reason, it went in one ear and out the other, but it really resonated with me tonight. And again, I just can't thank you and Judy enough for what you shared about that particular product. I believe I have a bottle downstairs, and if I don't, it's going to be on my order list for tomorrow. So again, thank you guys so much for the sharing, laying this stuff out the way you do. And I promise I'll get it recorded and up for everybody tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, Matt, so much. Everything you said is so important. And, you know, it is interesting when you were just talking about the chi, and that on the fact sheet, I didn't read every single part of it, but that is one of the questions, what is the chi? And it says here, it's a Chinese term for life energy or life spirit, a vital force that flows through all living things. Chi is based on a simple principle. Any system in harmony tends towards well-being and sustainability. And I just think that all those aspects of this one product is truly amazing, and one of those, I guess, unsung heroes that we kind of forget about. And I feel like we've had an opportunity, you know, to try new things because maybe out of necessity of not having our particular routine of products that we've been using. But we've been actually enjoying trying some new products or increasing a product maybe that we had on our shelf that we didn't use as much, and being able to see these tremendous results. And so grateful for each and every product that we have. And as you said, those that are available for right now, I would, like you said, everyone run and go put your order in for these products because you are going to definitely appreciate these as staples on your shelf, especially during the holiday. Does anyone else have anything else they want to share tonight with any of those products?
I have one aha moment I'd like to share. This is Judy again.
Of course.
I appreciate what Dick said, that the actual warming effect was from white fat. I mean, I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like to hear that, but it gave me the aha because unfortunately living in Arizona, Action Cap Fit I was unable to take in the summertime because it made me too warm. And I would know that at some point I would be too warm. And it's interesting because after some weight loss this year, and then this summer, I was able to take the Action Cat Fit even in the summer when I had it. And you know, like I'm not happy to know it was due to white fat, but because I prefer to think it was raising my metabolism. But now I think had I a means, you know, how you can measure your muscle and then fat and all of that. I think I have to attribute the too warm feeling and the inability to tolerate it in the summer that I have too much white fat. So thank you, and I'll help you at the same time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That shows it works. So anyway, that's the answer I needed, and I appreciate it, really.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It is wonderful when we can get that aha moment, right? And or even if you hear something a million times, right? But for some reason, this is your moment. Or anyone else, even if you do something many times, right? That this is the moment.
Well, I totally understood about white fat and brown fat, and you know, we need the brown fat, and that's what babies have, and that's what we're all trying to increase is brown fat. I just didn't realize that the heat meant I had too much white fat.
Right.
So that's what the aha was. And so, hey, now I know.
Now you know. And now everyone else on the phone knows that if they get a little hot, there's a reason. It's a good reason.
But it's good of it. So that's a good thing. So it's just hard to recognize the fact you have it so much.
Yeah, right. Like you said, you might not have wanted to admit that to yourself, but understood what it was. But now it's great to know that. And I always say, if we get a little hot, you can always take a little bit of sun breeze oil, put it on your neck, put it on your wrist, and it cools us off sometimes if we're feeling that heat inside. Just as a little extra thing.
It's burning. You know,
right? Welcome it at this time. Right. I love that. Anyone else have anything they want to share? Any other aha moments tonight or experiences?
Marlena, it's Maureen. I just got in my white willow bark this afternoon, and I've been going through sort of a sinus and body ache and just feeling like I feel like something's going through my body and I don't know what it is. Usually I go, oh, it's that, and I'll eat this with Sunrider and that will do it. Well, I opened up the bottle immediately and took two, and everything started to calm in my body, and I don't have any pain. It's just amazing to me, and I know my body has been asking for the white willow bark for a while, and it's like, oh yes, I recognize this. So again, a good balance, and you know, a lot of us are going through different changes with weather now, and that could be some of the issue. Pollens are still in the air in the fall, so I looked to that. I was really quite pleased.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I'm just going to remind everyone, the white willow bark, that is actually one of the products that Dr. Dees mentioned last week when she was talking about cold and flu season. So I know a lot of us, like Maureen, got right on her order list to order that white willow bark when Doc was talking about it last week, and how a product you might not have thought of before. When we understand a little bit more about it and why that is an important product for this season and how much that can help us. I know all those products that Dr. Dees mentioned last week, I also made sure I had those in stock. So good for you, Maureen. You went right to it and ordered that and starting to feel the result right away. So that's fantastic. And that white willow bark, just for anyone that maybe was not on, you can go back and listen to the call. But I will say, just to give you a little bit of information, the benefits is that it eases musculoskeletal pain, it reduces inflammation, it provides antioxidant support and flavonoids. And actually, what the white willow bark is maybe the oldest herb known to treat pain. And this I'm reading from the white willow bark fact sheet. The inner bark of the white willow tree contains psilocybin, which turns into the acid into the body that is the compound for aspirin. So it is similar to that. It's a chemical similar to aspirin in combination with the herb's powerful anti-inflammatory compound. And it is thought of as a pain-relieving and anti-inflammatory effects of the herb. And what it also says, which was so an aha moment, I know for a lot of people, an aha for me is that it may not kick in as fast as like regular aspirin or Tylenol, but it tends to last longer and cause fewer adverse reactions than aspirin can. And it doesn't have that same blood thinning aspect or to that degree as other aspirin does. So I think those were also very important aha moments for those of us who heard that call last week and ordered the white willow bark. And it really does help with pain. I've had that on my shelf for years, but it was a great reminder. So thank you for that, Maureen. It's great.
Yes, and I just
share. Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to add, Marlene, too, with the salicylic acid. I think as I'm sitting here listening to you, I think it was really more about inflammation than anything. Because once it was like within 5 minutes, I felt calmer, my body calmed down. And that can happen with allergies. It can happen with a number of things. So this was so amazing. I usually take one before bed, one or two before I sleep, in place of maybe a baby aspirin or so. But this was just something that I really had a need for, and I saw how it works so well with my body. So anybody who's suffering from inflammation, which is probably all of us at this point, it's fabulous. This is fabulous. So it's available. Order.
Thank you. Yes. And thank you. That was a great reminder from last week's call. So I would like to now just recap what we talked about tonight. We talked about Assimilate, Fortune Delight, especially the cinnamon, Action Capsid, and Korean white ginseng. And I just wanted to thank our team, Maureen, Melina, and Jeannie, and Richard, all of you, and also everyone else that jumped on the call tonight with your testimonies. If I can remember, there was Judy and Matt, and sorry, I might have forgotten someone else. But we really do appreciate everybody's testimonies, experiences, knowledge when you jump on and share with everyone. And that's our goal, is to really support and help each other to feel our very best. So I thank you guys. I want to just tell you about the next few calls. Right after this is the Rising Stars Zoom team call. And for anyone that is on that Rising Stars team, it's a great supportive group of people. We get to share on that call. And then also after that tonight, it's the Sunrider kickoff call. And Sunrider says it's November. Call, get the scoop on the latest and the greatest. So that's always a great Sunrider call. It lets us know what's going on with Sunrider, and then we can use whatever it is they're sharing with us to continue our week. So I just want to say thank you again so much to everybody for sharing tonight. I think you're all amazing, and we appreciate you all so much. So have a wonderful rest of your evening and a great week, everyone.